Good morning, my kings and queens. I hope you guys are having a great day on this thankful Thursday. So, coming with daily devotion time. So, the daily devotional for today is called Enjoying Work. And the scripture that it is coming out of is Proverbs 6, verses 6 through 8. And it reads, "Take a lesson from the ants, you lazy bones. Learn from their ways to become wise. Though they have no prince or governor or ruler to make them work, they labor hard all summer, gathering food for the winter." Do you think of the ant and insightful or as insightful or wise? Perhaps not. It seems they are pre-programmed to do exactly that for which God made them. And that may be the point. God made ants to do certain tasks, and he is telling the lazy man, "I didn't make you for this. Get up now and do the things I made you for." God put us to work when he created us. Man named the animals and was a large part of the creation process. We were commissioned to take care of the earth and given rulership over the whole dominion. Even after the curse, our work remained, even though it was more rigorous work does wear us down. However, work is not wrong or evil. It is partially what we are made to do. Balance is important because making it our first priority and shrinking it are both ungodly. What do you enjoy working on the most? That's a good one. Balance is important because making it our first priority and shrinking it are both ungodly. So it's crazy because making work our first priority, God is saying that's ungodly because our first priority is him. That's what I'm getting out of it. What I'm getting out of that statement is balance is important because making work our first priority is ungodly, and then shrinking work is ungodly because we must give him the praise first, always, because he does have a purpose for it. I said it before, he has a purpose for all of us. And it's just, for me, when I feel like when God did sit me down with this whole government IRS thing, and I was pushing out overtime like nobody's business. Pushing out overtime like nobody's business. I felt like I could still do what I need to do, but I felt like I was over prioritizing overtime. Like, I gotta get the money, but still ain't got nothing to show for it because it was just going out. As fast as it was coming in, it was just going out. Like trying to play catch up. Playing catch up. So it was like doing all this overtime just to not have nothing saved up. So it's like you can't shrink it. The guy saying you can't. You guys, I get it from just for me. Not saying that you can't do overtime, but don't prioritize it. What work is boundaries, balance. Talking to one of my sisters in Christ yesterday, started a new position and everything, and she ain't had a day off. I think it's going on 9 days now. And they asking her to work the weekend. She's like, no. I can't. And the position I have to stay aware. I have to stay alert. And you're trying to get me to go into 2 weeks now. 2 weeks straight. No down, no. Just, you have to balance it. You have to balance it. You have to. Because at the end of the day, God ain't say we working to be slaves. And I don't mean like that, but we're working to, They have stability. But, stuff like that. But at the same time, God provides. God is first. God is first priority. God is first priority. And you got to know how to have that balance and those boundaries. So I get that. That was a good one. That was good. But I hope you guys have a great, great day. Love you, my kings and queens. Be blessed. Always remember, continue to give God your yes. And if you haven't given me a yes yet, you got one foot in, one foot out. Let me tell you, it's nothing like giving him your full yes. All right, y'all. Peace.